Welcome back to another video. You're on top of this. Make sure you smash the like button on this video. Like, comment, subscribe. We really would appreciate it if you do so. If you're not new to the channel, you should have been subscribed already. If you already subscribed, make sure you got that thumbs on button, the bell, so you won't miss another upload. We've been uploading recently, uploading a lot consistently, if you will. But client came in, and brother was looking tough. Brother was looking like a homeless guy when he came in. But I mean, obviously, he indeed had his locks braided in a style. I mean, it's not necessarily, I feel like barbers shouldn't go that far to be like, oh, you need to have your stuff in a style or braid it up for me to give you a good cut. But obviously, this video right here should just let you know you more than likely should go get your hair done first. You know what I'm saying? If you got long hair, dreads, braids, whatever, go get it done first. Then go get your hair cut. Go get your taper hairline, your faded, this, that, and third. You feel me? Just because it makes sense and it flow way better. You know what I mean? So this guy actually waited maybe about 5 to 6 months before he actually came in and got a haircut. As you can see, he got crazy overgrowth, and that was the after. So this is how he started off with. A lot of stuff going on. We basically just debulked the sides and obviously gave him a taper hairline, but we just trimmed and cut everything down to about a 1.5, and then we pretty much started our guideline here, and we obviously balled the bottom portion, and then we pretty much use our flicking method to pretty much get that crispy fade. That's just a little techniques. Also, sometimes tend to cut down on the fade. Certain lines, if I can still see the little details, that'll make it right. But we hot towel the vibes so the line could come out crispy. That's why your line haven't been coming out crispy enough. It's because your barber ain't using a hot towel, man. Then we come through for the extra details with the razor. This was what's gonna allow the whole entire cut to pop. You feel me? The whole entire cut is dependent upon this right here. These last little touch-ups. You feel me? But y'all indeed rate this cut. This cut was indeed $300. Y'all let me know. Y'all will get a cut of the video. You're on some of this, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All right, so this is pretty much the overview over this haircut, hairstyle. This is like one of the most popular hairstyles out right now, dreadlocks, but literally with this fade. This is a taper hairline at the front, mid fade on the sides, and a drop fade on the back, in the back behind the head or whatever the case. This fade is immaculate to the T. Now, to get this type of style, you obviously gotta grow your hair out, and then you gotta grow your dreads, and then obviously they gotta be maintained enough, and you gotta be aware enough barber or a haircut or whatever the case to understand where you want the shape of the fall on the sides, where you want your drop fade to land. And also, a lot of barbers nowadays can't perfect how low a taper line should be. Don't give me no stubble. I still got like a mini fro on my, like, bro, I was watching a basketball game the other day. Kate Cunningham had a fro as his taper hairline. Feel me? You can't, bro. You can't. Let me know how this came out. Rated 1 through 10. Welcome back to another video. You know what time it is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this video. And you already know what time it is, man. Another client, another day, another dollar. All right, so this homeless guy came into the shop today, and obviously he looked rough on the wake up, on the come in. You feel me? Pause vibe. But anyway, this particular haircut I actually hate doing due to the fact of, obviously, the regular human, the normal human would think this haircut is not finished due to the fact of, obviously, he still got a mini afro on the back of his head. But I noticed in the South, some people do this in different states depending on where you at. And he didn't really necessarily go in depth on why he wanted to do this or why this style he chose, but obviously he chose what he chose. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come in and they like, look, I want to cut my dreads off, and you feel like his dreads probably like top 10 dreads that you probably seen or whatever the case, you feel me? You can't just be like, I can't cut this off, or you know what I'm saying? You just get paid to do whatever the client wants. You feel me? It's the same thing like Nike. If you work at Adidas, whatever the case, if they want a certain shoe that came out, you can't be like, nah, I don't really like this shoe, I don't think you should get it. You literally have to serve your customer. your customers exactly, give them exactly what they came here for. You know what I'm saying? If they paying, they playing. You feel me? So at the end of the day, Brody paid $185 for this particular cut. And obviously, as you see, we had to debug everything all the way around. He also had that faded edge up, faded hairline, if you will, taper fade, if you will, a taper hairline, if you will. We had to make sure that actually went into an effect in the case of us actually debulking everything down. But I actually like the front part of the cut. This is the back part. I don't really mess with. I don't like it. It's just a personal preference for me. But at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta cut hair that you don't necessarily want to cut, if that makes sense. And this particular one is being that. But it was $185 cut. Brody paid. At the end of the day, he got exactly what he wanted. Y'all ready? 1 through 10. Welcome back to another video. Y'all know what time it is. Make sure you smash the like button, like, comment, subscribe. Especially if you're new. If you're not new, you've been here, make sure you subscribe. I really would appreciate it. It help out the channel a lot. Anyway, client came in. Brody needed a cut. You feel me? I seen it before. Obviously, I already seen it after. But we're just going to get into details of this particular cut. So, basically, Brody got a mid-fade all the way around. You feel me? He got like a high top, flat top, but it's not flat. You feel me? So we just gonna call it a little up fro. You feel me? This kind of typical nowadays. This type of hairstyle, this type of haircut. Brody was looking at me crazy. Had to go ahead, blend her up real quick. You feel me? Anyway, back to the cut. Basically, you want to fade the sides on the mid vibe. You want to make sure you're using your half guard. Obviously, your zero guard and your balding clips for obviously the especially when you're cutting somebody with a beard. You want to make sure everything is blended in properly and make sure all of your angles are correct. Y'all let me know how this haircut came out. Give it a 1 through 10. Brody indeed paid $250 for this cut.
As y'all see, today we have a project. Due to my client not combing or picking his hair started to freeform. And freeform is basically when your hair starts to lock up. So before anything, we had to cut off all the locks. Right here, I'm making sure I clean my client hair about 2 to 3 times just to start from a fresh base. Now we work. Using the blow dryer in my hands, I'm adding a little volume to my client's hair because after the wash, hair tends to shrink. I be so focused on my work that I don't even notice how big of a transformation I've done until the end, until I go back over my videos and look at the before and after. Right here, this is me being a mad artist, making sure everything is perfect and how I like it. And my client liked it, so I'm happy.